Hi everybody, today I'm going to be showing you how I make tags for our junk journal from copy paper. Now I know copy paper has gotten very expensive since COVID, so I've been trying to find ways of saving my cardstock. I'm sorry, it's cardstock that's gotten very expensive, not the copy paper. By using, let me find my tag, copy paper to make tags and anything else I can figure out. Where's my pocket? Here it is. Now this is not completed. I folded it the way we're going to make it. This one I did a little bit different. I'm going to show you how exactly to make it. But you're going to use an 8.5 by 11 inch sheet of paper. If you're like me, I print all my papers. I don't go buying digital collections or collections of pads. Only if I really, really love the collection do I buy it. Because I can usually print what I want. I can design it in my graphics program, whatever I want. So anyway, this is from an 8.5 by 11 inch sheet of paper, which I've cut in half down the middle. And then I folded it the bottom up to meet the top. I'm going to show you how I glue it. And then I folded this over to meet, and I glued that. So I actually have 4 layers of copy paper with glue in between. It makes it very, very strong. I have some larger ones that I made that I'll show you in another video. Just a matter of folding them differently. But they're very strong. They're 4 layers. Glued together with, I got a new glue stick, the Oohoo glue stick. This is a large one. I'll see how long this lasts. This should save a lot of money because the smaller ones go very quick. Well anyway, so this is a big one. So I have pattern on the front, and this one I put lined paper on the back. And I'm going to show you how you design the front and the back so you have both sides. Let's stick that in there. Let me get this out of the way. And I'm going to show you on the papers that I just printed. I have 2 of them. Now, of course, if you have lots of cardstock and you want to do them on cardstock, that's up to you. But I think, why use the cardstock if I can make them out of copy paper, which is very inexpensive. And the printer that I have saves me a lot of ink. I have the HP 7001 Smart Tank, lasting me forever. the bottles of ink, it just seems to be never ending. So what I did here, okay, it goes this way. This is how it looks when it comes out of my printer. I have 1 strip on this side, on the left side, that's 2 1/8 by 11. So this is an 8.5 by 11 inch sheet of paper. And then I did another strip. This will be the back of the tag. That's just a gray, no lines or anything, but it can be written on, it can be journaled on. So I'm going to cut this. I'm going to get 2 tags out of this 1 sheet. I'm going to show you how I do that. Let me get my book out of the way. I've got things set up differently, so I may run out of room. I hope not. Okay, I have my cutter. You can cut this with a scissor or a knife and a ruler, however you like cutting. But I'm going to put it in with the 11 inch side across, and I'm going to cut it at 5.5. So that would be the middle. 11 divided by 2 is 5.5. Right, like that. So this would be 1 tag, and this will be another tag. Okay, but we don't need that again right now. Let me get a piece of plain paper to keep me from getting glue all over my mat. What I'm going to do first, I'm going to fold it. This is how it looks. On the left you have your 2 patterns. Now you're going to fold it over on this line. Match it up on the edges best you can. Take your time and then fold it over. We have a little bit of white on the edge of this one, but that's okay. We'll just ink it up. And then we're going to fold it again to the back so that our print is on the outside. Fold it over. Give it some really good presses with your bone folder. And that's how it's folded. So the back would have the gray for journaling, and the front will be our tag. We're going to cut it to look like a tag after we glue it. But this way you really save on paper and ink because you're not printing the whole sheet. I'm going to show you again. You're only printing this panel and this panel. Your tags come out to be 2 1/8 by 5 1/2, which is fine for a normal junk journal. Okay, so you print this, you cut your sheet in half, you have 2 tags, you fold it in half, then you fold it in half again, you give it a good press, and then now we're going to put the glue on it. Take it apart. There we go. Okay, now put the glue on. We're going to turn it over. Going to glue on the back on the right hand side, which has no print. See, our print is on the left hand side. So I'm going to put the glue on the right. Let me get my glue stick. Okay, make sure you get the edges really good. So I suggest you do this on a sheet of paper. You can do the glue right over the center because that'll strengthen it a little bit more. And then I'll put some glue on the inside. Okay, so we've only put the glue on the right hand side where the fold is. Fold it over carefully. Start where your fold is. Okay, get that down. Use your bone folder, spread the glue out. Make sure you get it to the edges. Okay, that should be good. It looks like we're all glued down. Okay, so here's what we have now. We have the white on the back and our print on the front. Now we're going to fold again. That's where our fold line is. Now we're going to put glue on this side, again on the right, so that we'll have our print on the front and our gray on the back, or whatever color you're making. Okay, we're going to glue this just up to the middle fold. I go over it a bit to reinforce it. Make sure you get your corners and your edges. Okay, now we're going to fold that over. Turn this around so I don't lay it in the glue. Okay, again, we're going to fold it over, starting at the fold, pressing it down, using our bone folder to spread the glue. Press pretty hard so you spread the glue around. You could use a credit card or anything flat you have right now. Okay, don't get it stuck to your paper. Move this out of the way. Now that would be our tag. So to make it look like a tag, of course, we want to cut the corners. Let me get a scissor. Okay, we're going to cut them. I'm not even going to use a template. I'm just going to cut corners on a tag. I don't usually measure. Can if you want. That's not for me. Alright, so we have a tag. It's all glued. So now 4 layers of copy paper and glue. And it might have cost me, I think 1 sheet of copy paper is 2 cents. Actually, this was a penny and a little bit of ink. Not much. Okay, let's put that one aside. Make the other one. So we have our print on the left, folding it in the center. Because we set it up so that our print only goes to the center of the paper. See, like that. Came out like that. That's how we fold it. Give it a good press. Now we're going to fold it again to the other edge, close as you can get, to line it up. Okay, so now this is our second one. Excuse me. Now again, we're going to put glue on this side. No, we're not. Sorry, turn it over so your print is upside down. Not upside down, but on the back of the paper. Put your glue along the edges. Make sure you get your corners. Put some across the middle. My glue stick's getting a little bumpy here. Okay. Fold that one over. Start at the fold. Press it down. Okay, so now we have this. I'm going to flip it over again, and we're going to put glue on the right side. Very easy to make. Oh, that was a big bit of glue. Okay, again, make sure you get the edges and the corners. Bring it over to where the fold is. Start at the fold. Get the fold down. And work your way to the edge. Spread out your glue using your bone folder or your credit card. Even a ruler would work. And there we have another tag. I'm just going to cut the tops. So we have 2 tags that measure 2 1/8 by 5 1/2. Making sure my glue is really spread out. Now we have them. I'm going to let them dry. And they're going to get even harder. Right now they feel quite sturdy, but they will get harder. And that's how we make them out of copy paper. There's my little pocket. I'm going to put these in, or one of them. Here they are. They fit into these pockets. Put one there and one here, or 2 in 1. They will stick out a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to have the other tags will be sticking out also, these larger ones. So that's fine. So that's how you make tags. Now this piece I had, if you have a pad of scrapbook paper, you know, the ones you can buy, I think Michael sells them. It's a whole pad of paper, but it's rather thin. It's a little bit thicker than copy paper. So if you have pads of those and you want to use them up, just pick out some of the patterns and just do the same thing. This one I did, I cut long ways, folded it up like this. Most of those papers and those pads are only one-sided, so it comes out the same, but you don't have a blank back on those. You could always add a little bit of plain paper for journaling. And when the glue is dry, you glue them the same way. When the glue is dry, you cut off your corners and you have tags. That's a good way to use up your stash of those leftover papers you didn't use. But they have a pattern that will go with your books, your junk journal that you're making. So use those up. So that's my idea on how to save money by using copy paper instead of your precious cardstock. It's very expensive. I don't know if it'll ever come down again, but at least we don't have to use as much. And then we can also do the same thing for pockets, side tucks, anything else we want to make. Just a couple of layers of copy paper and glue. Okay, I hope you liked this video. If you have any ideas on other ways of saving money, saving our cardstock, just let me know in the comments below. And if you'd like to see how I set these up, with the other one, to print this way, I could do it in the free software from Silhouette Cameo, the Silhouette Studio. You don't have to have the machine, you can use the software. So if you'd like to see how I set it up, mine I did in I have an old graphics program. It's not even available anymore, but I still use it. It still works on my Windows PC with Windows 10. So I keep using it. I will have to learn another program soon. Because I know it's not going to work if I replace my laptop with a newer Windows 11. But I'm still using it. I could show you how I do it. And then you can just figure out from whatever graphics program you're using the different tools. You know, I'm sure they all have the same tools of how I just cut out a bit of each paper. Okay. So I hope you liked this video. Please hit the like button. And also leave me a comment. And if you want to see the next video, just hit the subscribe button and the bell, and you'll be notified when the next video's up. So thank you for coming, and I'll see you soon. Bye.